What's up, y'all? Bringing you guys another video. As you guys can tell by the title, Ilunga Makabu versus Thabiso Mchunu 2, the rematch. It's official. Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video. It helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, yeah, like I was saying, the fight's official. Fight's taking place on the 29th of January, January 29, 2022, over at the Packard Music Hall in Warren, Ohio. Yes, it's taking place all the way in Ohio. Two fighters from Africa fighting here in the United States of America, in Ohio, in the middle of Ohio, Warren, Ohio. Does not make sense in my opinion, but that's where they're fighting. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman stated that before we get to see the Canelo versus Ilunga Makabu fight, which is the fight that a lot of people were talking about a few weeks ago, when Canelo requested to challenge for the cruiserweight title, people are already set on stone that this fight was happening. But hold up for a sec, because as a champion, you have mandatory challengers, and Thabiso Mchunu, who is a 33-year-old fighter from South Africa, is the mandatory challenger for the WBC Cruiserweight title. And that's the fight we will be seeing before we see the Canelo fight. And according to Mauricio Suleiman, he said that the winner of Makabu Mchunu will fight Canelo. So it might end up being Thabiso Mchunu. You never know. We'll see. And yeah, like I said earlier, these two fighters, from both of them from Africa, will be fighting all the way in Warren, Ohio. It does not make sense why they're fighting there. Honestly, I don't know why they're fighting there, but I guess Don King or whoever the promoter is thought it was better to put it there instead of somewhere in Africa. Ilunga Makabu is from Africa himself. He's from the Congo, but he also resides in South Africa. And the first fight actually took place in Africa, in South Africa. And I remember it 6 years ago. I was so excited to see that fight. And I still remember watching that fight. And I was, it was a very close fight. And next thing you know, Mchunu got caught with a big shot, got hurt, and got knocked out in the 11th round. And Mchunu suffered his second loss in that fight against Makabu. His first loss came from Zach Mkwakasa earlier in his career, but I've always had high expectations from Mchunu when I saw him box, and he was giving Makabu some problems, but Makabu can punch, and he got caught with a big shot, and he ended up losing that fight. And at that time, I don't think it was a world title fight. And next thing you know, Mchunu found himself a title shot against Usyk, lost that fight. He traveled here to the States against Bejanaru. He lost that fight by decision. He somehow lost to an older and bigger Thomas Ustwizen by close decision. But if I remember correctly, a lot of people were saying that was controversial. And in the rematch, he was able to win in a much clearer way. And since then, he's had wins against Wilberforce Heppo, Denis Lebedev. Actually, I think he retired Lebedev. I think that was the last fight of Lebedev. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, that was the last fight of Lebedev. And he also defeated undefeated fighter Evgeny Tishchenko. And somehow he became #1 contender, and the WBC is ordering Ilunga Makabu to give him that title shot. So he has no choice but to fight him if he wants to keep his belt. And that's the belt that Canelo wants. That's basically the ticket for the Canelo fight. So yeah, you need to have the belt in order to fight Canelo. And honestly, I'd much rather see it be a Makabu. I feel like Makabu has just done better, so much better since their first fight, only losing to Tony Bellew after the Mchunu fight. And since then he's defended that WBC. He's won that WBC title and defended it once. And I feel like he's just achieved more Makabu compared to Thabiso Mchunu. But they have to fight each other again this January. I just hope that a network here in the States show us this fight, whether it's ESPN, DAZN, or somebody show us this fight. I just still don't understand why it's taking place in the middle of Warren, Ohio. Like in the middle of Ohio. Like, it doesn't make sense. Both fighters have a big following in Africa. And they're fighting all the way here in the States where not that many people know about them. Or at least not that many American casual fight fans know about them. I'm sure the hardcore boxing fans know about them. Or at least I think so. I mean, if you follow boxing, you should know this too, man. They've been around for a while. So, anyway, um, yeah, I mean, like I said, that WBC belt is the key to fighting Canelo. At least right now. Who knows? Canelo might change his mind next month, and he might say that he wants to fight at 168. You know, nothing's signed and deal. There's nothing signed and official yet. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.